Hello YouTube. Today is day 5 of the Peterson series, and I'm smoking my Rock of Cashel Peterson XL90. It says on the bottom. It says Peterson Rock of Cashel XL90. And in it, I'm smoking a new love of mine, Pelican tobacco. Gifted to me by Mike of Smoke and Briar. This is very much like my favorite tobacco of all time, which was discontinued almost 20 years ago now. It's 2014? Yeah, at least 20 years ago. It was called State Express London Mixture. Came in a can almost identical to that. It was a gray can with a map of England on it. And it was packed with a teeny tiny little tobacco leaf, which was quite unique. I haven't seen anything like that since, as far as the little tobacco leaf. But this tobacco in consistency and makeup is identical. All the fond memories of that tobacco came rushing back to me. And I can't tell you how pleased I am with that tobacco. What I like about this Peterson, this is your average, when people think of Peterson pipe, they think of these babies. Kind of big, bulky in some respects. Very tough. Resilient. You can really take it. The type, if you had only one pipe that you would be with in the world, or allowed only one pipe, you'd use a pipe similar to this. That would just last and last and last. This is one of the system pipes, I believe, with the extra channel to take care of the overflow of the spittle, saliva, whatever you want to call it. And so you don't get gurgling out of a pipe like this. You got to try hard to make this pipe gurgle. This is a simply marvelous smoke. Nice and moist and fresh. A lot of pipe smokers especially connoisseurs that really get into the nuances of pipe tobacco, which is a good thing. I'm not knocking it. You know, they take the pipe tobacco out and sometimes they let it dry and they do different things to it and they put it in jars. I like it's just a personal preference. I love fresh tobacco right out of a tin. You know, you get that rush like you do when you open a can of coffee. And it's something nice, you know, it's packed, it's new, it's for you, you know. It hasn't been repackaged, rebottled, rolled out, fooled with. Just like the manufacturer wanted it to be. And of course, unless it's moldy, you know, unless something's wrong with the tobacco, as far as, you know, being 50 years old or something. But I love it that way. That's just me. Take it out, stuff the pipe, smoke it. I'm like the Yogi Bear pipe smoking, I guess. My quote of the day is from Stephen Hawking, the famous physicist, who said, "Those of you that are fatalists, people that are fatalists and predestined, life is predestined and so forth, uh, still look both ways when crossing the street." I thought that was pretty good. Well, predestination, everything's laid out for me, so I don't have to. I know it's going to happen when I cross the street, so I don't have to look both ways, you know, because my life is going to be laid out just so, you know. Well, anyway, moving on. You'll hear the quote of the day. Somebody called me on it. And rightfully so, I might say. And I like a constituency that every once in a while calls me on something. You can't go wrong with a Peterson. You really can't. You know what you're getting. And it's quality. So this is I would say your typical medium price Peterson. Not a specialty one. It's your bread and butter for the company, as they would say. your bowl is plenty big and surrounded by good briar, so it's not going to get incendiary in your hand. Speaking of hawking, there is an excellent hour-long documentary. I think it was 2 nights ago, maybe. It was wonderful. It went from his early days up into the present. It was filmed in 2013, and it had archival footage and so forth. Went through everything from his early beginnings to his 3 marriages, and really fascinating. Fascinating man with so much courage, overcome the disease he had, the neuromuscular disease, and met everybody from Jim Carrey to the Pope. And it is quite the life. So if you can ever get an opportunity to watch it, do so. You can. I'm sure you can buy the film on Amazon and someplace like that. But Stephen Hawking, the physicist, his books have sold millions of copies, and they do go through a whole thing about the book he wrote, the first one, A Short History of Time, I believe it's called. I have it, as a matter of fact. But how they didn't think anybody would buy and blah, blah, blah. And they started selling millions and millions of copies, sold in just about every language. And so it's quite interesting. Okay, not to get carried away, but try to get the book or the film or both, or that'd be a good thing for you to do. Great read, as a matter of fact. Great read. I'm going to give it a hot shot here because I've been gabbing a little bit. That always stirs it up nicely. A friend of mine asked for my phone number the other day to give somebody else. Told me a name. I said, yeah, go ahead. If any of you ever want to talk for a few minutes, I'll give you my number and we'll have a chat. Well, I'm coming down to the last 10 seconds, so happy smoking.